right, guys, the global 8th anniversary is here. There's going to be a lot to cover tonight because we have got the big boys here in global Dokkan. So let's go over part 1 of the 8th anniversary. Regardless what people may or may not say, to me, I thought that part 1 of the 8th anniversary was stronger than part 1 of the 7th anniversary. The point where I think the 7th anniversary became better then the 8th anniversary was part 3. Because while the 8th anniversary, you do get the new hardest fight in the game, which is Sin Shenron comes in part 3. Remember, 7th anniversary had the 6 crazy red zone fights, right? Plus, we had the multiple Dokkan Fest LR EZAs. We had 4, essentially. It's the EX part of the 7th anniversary is really so crazy, right? Like, Goku Jr., Vegeta Jr., LR, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's EZAs. Those just get really nuts. Alright, so let's just take a look. Let's take a look at part 1 of the 8th anniversary here. Part 2, I think, should probably be somewhere on, like, the 14th-ish. Like, 14th to 16th or something like that, right? That is when Blue Kaioken Goku and Spirit Bomb Absorb Goku will EZA, and then of course the Carnival LRs will drop, and then eventually we'll get to part 3 and stuff like that. Alright, so let's take a look at what we got here. So the Spirit Bomb Fest Dokkan 8th Anniversary Ultimate Celebration is on. Okay, fire. So there's gonna be a dual Dokkan Fest. There's everyone's energy campaign. Oh, this is the currency, the Spirit Bomb currency. I think, yeah, I think this should be the Spirit Bomb currency. That's what that is right there. And you can get EX skill orbs for Buu Saga or Shadow Dragon Saga characters. Real quick, what was it called? Everyone's Wishes, I think? Everyone's Wishes, I believe is what it was. Well, that didn't... Oh, yeah. There we go. This is exactly why this, children, is exactly why I make a video on everything. Is this right here. So, yeah, this is a shop. You can collect this currency throughout the 8th anniversary. And this is a shop right here that gets updated several times throughout the anniversary. And includes lots of pretty good rewards, all things considered. Again, the 8th anniversary was fire in terms of a lot of the free stuff, currency, rewards, and all that different type of stuff that they gave out. So that is good. I mean, EX skill orbs, what is it, for Buu Saga and Shadow Dragon Saga? Like, that shit is really good. Right, so, like, that's cool right there. Yep, and the EX skill orbs for those. During the 8th anniversary, red zone stages are not limited at all, which is good. Background music played on the title screen and home screen is the special version during Anniversary. I love the remix for Anniversary. It's so good. All right, so we have a movie, login bonus, missions, kind of the same stuff. Here is the Everyone's Energy campaign. That's what we just looked at right there. This is a currency you can get from missions. Like, you just get this everywhere. Gather up as much as you can. You can get a lot of good rewards for that. We have a dual Dokkan Fest right here. Looks like the 8th anniversary LRs drop at 1 a.m. So in a few hours here. These big boys are going to be out. They are very good. I do not really think they have aged from the anniversary. I mean, that's a typical thing. I feel like by the time Global gets these characters every year, the anniversary characters, it never feels like, oh my god, like they've, fallen way off or anything like that. The last 2 years, I would say that they're no longer number 1, but it's like LR Bulma, Orange Piccolo, LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then the GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I mean, they're all vaguely in kind of like the Z tier top level of character. Although, in the highest tier, I probably would include the Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, as well as the 5th anniversary Blue Fusion EZAs. I think they do kind of qualify for that highest tier as well. Actually, I did just do an LR tier list. Why don't I just pull it up? All right, so here's how I think things sort of shake up for the top LRs in the game right now. But again, the top 6, I do think it's like Dokkan over the last year since like the 7th anniversary LRs, they've done just like a really good job, I think, of kind of making characters at a similar power level. I think that the enemy bosses have not really jumped up too far. I think the 7th anniversary like reset was fun, but I think Dokkan, now that we're 18 months out of the 7th anniversary reset, I feel like they did a good job actually in terms of like character balance and stuff like that. After the 7th anniversary, they've done a good job. So it's like I don't know. I mean, would we be ready for another one of those for the 9th anniversary? Maybe. They probably could. With how much I've seen people complain about, wanting new difficult content, maybe. But it's always a little bit different for global when it's 6 months later and there's a lot more options and stuff like that. But people initially were very upset with Red Zone. They thought Red Zone was too hard. So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, there we go. This top tier is really crazy. This character can get caught early. They have a really big weakness early on. But it's like if they don't get caught, they could be crazy. I mean, I did a showcase just yesterday, right? Like it's like, the big characters are coming to Global Dokkan. In this right here, I mean, whatever, dude. Why don't we just click it? We just did a run against Red Zone Frieza. And then by the end of it right here, they just outright double-digit tanked this Red Zone full power Frieza, right? Keep in mind that this Frieza right here, this super attack, he's doing like 1.5 million to them, and they tank it for double digits with raw defense on turn 6. This is turn 6. So it's like they can get caught early on for sure, but things can go positively. See, again, it's turn 6. Like that was a nuts performance by this character. Like that's the best I've ever seen them look, because they did that, and then the other one on the second rotation dropped the 40 million crit Spirit Bomb on, right? So like that's what this character can do, right? So like that's why, like, even though I do think they have that big weakness, I can't put them like a tier below a lot of these other characters when they have that potential in them. All right, let's get back to it. Okay, so we have the dual Dokkan Fest, right? By the way, their banner units are ballsack. These guys suck. I wouldn't even... yeah, sorry, they're ass. I mean, I guess Gotenks and Piccolo, the main thing for them is that they are on some, like, weird teams, right? Like Connected Hope and Final Trump Card and stuff like that. So maybe you can get a little bit of use out of them, but I've never really been impressed. We have the Everyone's Energy packs up for sale. Sure. Pilaf Trove packs, those are always very good, right? We have a lot of stones. I mean, this is going to be one of those, master class sales right there. We also have a purple stone as well. Then, of course, there's a special daily capsule. Elder Kai summons. Perfect. There's also, I guess it's separated, but there's also a red stone, too. I probably will do a video on who global players should look at for red and purple stones. It's one of those things where, like, I've done the video over and over and over, but people always do want to see, like, what's changed with those characters. So I probably will do that. Again, we have that. We have the 2 new Dokkan events for Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and then the GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Only the 2 new summonable characters each awaken with their medals. Like the Part 2 LRs or anything like that do not awaken with them. Right, remember at the time when Part 1 dropped on JP, we were thinking that Omega and Kid Buu was going to be Part 2, but it ended up being the intro LRs from the DBZ intro and then the Dragon Ball Kai intro. You have the 77 special summons. Of course, you'll be able to get all the tickets in order to be able to do the ticket summon version. But then there is also a stone version. I do not recommend doing the stone version this year. In years past, I felt like, a lot of the older characters, you could pick them up and it could still be good and stuff like that. But this year, man, I don't know. I you want to focus on like the newer characters. Where is the 77 unit thing? I guess it's on page 2 here. You really want to focus on like the newer characters that can help you in the really tough content, not like getting damn near guaranteed. Oh, there's so much. Holy shit, yeah. This right here. Not like, guaranteed like older LRs and stuff like that. Cause it's like if you jump into the summon and it's like you get like Mighty Mask, like they could be okay because they're on bad categories, but this is not going to win you red zone fights, or, what is beyond red zone? Like, what's the difficult content after that? Like, that character's not going to help. Int Gohan is not going to help, right? Like, Beerus and Whis are pretty good. I like Goku Black and Zamasu still. They're solid, right? This character has an easy 8 at all, right? So there is some. All right, what else we got here? So we also have the Group B characters. I guess they haven't easy 8 yet. Pretty kind of iffy. He hasn't easy 8 yet. I don't know. I guess these two are pretty good. I like this guy. This guy I think is actually really good. He's actually coming to JP next week. Kalen Khalifa's pretty solid. He's pretty solid. They're okay. And then this unit is easing next week as well. And then see, even like Group A, like a lot of these characters, I don't know, like, are Vegeta and Nappa going to easy that soon? Like, a lot of these units just really are not that crazy, unfortunately. So that's why, like, this I felt like in years past was much better to summon on, like, even with the stones. But now, I couldn't recommend players summon on this. Like, no way. It's, you want to save your stones for the dual Dokkan Fest, or the worldwide download celebration dual Dokkan Fest. But obviously you still do your ticket versions, which will be good. You have the 8th anniversary ticket banner. Again, I imagine global players are going to end up with like 100 more tickets to use or something like that. I believe, let's actually quickly take a look. How far does the banner go up in terms of units? Let's see, because I saw people wanting STR Krillin on here. There's no way Krillin is on here. This goes up to... Wow. Pan? Is that... No, that's... I'm sorry, that's featured. Okay. Goes up to Tech Bardock. Okay. Tech Bardock. When did Tech Bardock come out for global? February? Like February, March? So that's the most recent stuff. That seems about right. Still do have like AGL, LR Golden Frieza and stuff like that on here. So that, of course, is pretty good. Yeah, hopefully some people will be able to get like Golden Frieza. Piccolo is still really good. Chi-Lai, Pan is decent. You do have some strong characters on here that you could pull. Okay, sure. So there's that. We have, this is, you could exchange the 8th anniversary coins for a bunch of, like, characters. If you don't have any of the previous anniversary characters, yeah, feel free to pick them up. You could buy the free-to-play Super Saiyan 4 Goku character. Let me just quickly point this one out. So remember, this guy, huge hype, super powerful LR. This guy will come to global in November or December. They go back and forth, right, when the Tanabata LR comes out. Sometimes it's November, sometimes it's December. Now, what we're looking for is this guy right here. Picking up copies of this guy could be a good idea. You could use this guy as, like, Elder Kais for him. That's one thing you could potentially do with your, coins, right? There is some decent stuff you can get with the coins. The main thing I feel like the coins is it's kind of like a help for like newer or returning players, because there's like free-to-play characters you could get that aren't available anymore and stuff like that. I like that, right? I think everything should be available, like, as much as possible. I don't think they can't make, like, the Arale stuff available, right? But, like, all that they possibly can, like, allow, like, newer players to get that's older stuff, they really should, right? So, here we have the red stone and the purple stone. Again, I'll do a video. We'll talk about that, which characters to get. It's a barren desert. I could just look at these featured characters right here and tell you, like, this is a wash. Kefla could be okay-ish, I guess. This guy's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's okay. This guy, I'd pretty much say he sucks. I don't know. Mid is probably a good word for him. Sucks is probably too harsh. He's mid, Turles. Because he works well with the new Dokkan Fest Turles, right? A bunch of social media campaign things to get some stones, which is good. We have the new story events. This one allows you to get the free-to-play Mr. Satan. This one eventually will allow you to get multiple support memories. And this will allow you to get the LR Bobbity that does exchange into Majin Vegeta. We have this EX Skill Orb event right here. So make sure you guys do this every single day. You're going to get really good Power Wishes category Skill Orbs, which is awesome. This right here is essentially just like the stand-in for Boss Rush. Just like a little, like, kind of like tutorial thing, and it gives you a bunch of stones, which is good. There's a mission, I believe, for if they don't have the mission in yet, it is going to come in soon. There's a mission for beating this fast, so you can get a couple of stones. The Shadow Dragon event is here. Some of these fights can be a little bit tricky, but it's the very last fight against Sin Shenron, who becomes the hardest fight in the game. He will come with part 3. And you get a support memory from clearing all the stages. That gives your Shadow Dragon Saga characters a permanent buff. And then also one of the kind of like interesting, unique titles. Then there's also this challenge event right here. This is more so geared around using the spirit bombs with the 2 8th anniversary LRs. Right, there's a lot of missions and stuff like that. I did make a couple of video guides on what to do with this, but very, very fun. This comes out... No, it's out. It's out. Wait. Special event. No, this comes out on the 9th. The Spirit Bomb event. Okay, sure. Then Physical Super Vegito and STR Super Boo are going to ease in the 11th. You know, the 8th anniversary is good in that every couple of days you get a lot of content, which is super good. So these guys, of course... Vegito, funny enough, is not really that impressive, but he is pretty good for the hardest fight in the game. And then Boo, I think Boo is pretty impressive. Pretty strong character, but you got to get to turn 5 for him to get really good. Then there's some Pilaf Trove packs for those. Again, we have the Vegito and Boo EZAs. Battlefield as well comes up on the 10th. All EZAs and all Dokkan events are up. You can do every single Hidden Potential System stage every single day, which is awesome. Then there's these events. I don't know why they specifically made them here. I mean, I get it for the EZA characters, but like, we already have all Dokkan events up. Kind of odd. Okay, sure. 8th anniversary returning campaign, and then just a bunch of returning events down here, right? This is the countdown stuff. Yeah, 3-minute stamina recovery time, Baba Shop discounts, quad EXP, all this good stuff, right? So there we go. There is the start of the 8th anniversary. Definitely looking pretty good. There is a lot of fire stuff coming tonight to Global Dokkan. Let me know what you guys think, but I think the 8th anniversary is off to a fire start.